Morgan, and this is Serge. We're going to play a classic game of So True, So False. Start us off, Serge.
All right, so first one. Did Beyonce drop $312,000 on a pair of shoes? This is so not true. Even Queen Bee has some sense when it comes to her multi-million-dollar empire. Apparently the shoe's designer, though, I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. It's some French guy. But he apparently was going around saying, oh, she did buy them, but Bee's people told him, no, she did not. She's a lot smarter than that, even though she has millions. She probably could, but she didn't.
Good. Okay, so true or so false. Justin Bieber is turning over a new religious leaf. This is so true. According to a recent interview at a local news station, Bieber spent an estimated 2 to 3 weeks living with a pastor following all of his 2015 scandals.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, JB. We'll see. We'll see. So, is the late Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris Jackson, getting married? This is so true or false? We're really not sure. So, her famous family, his mom, who is her guardian, since she's 17, she needs permission, but her grandma's staying silent, and so is her uncle, who I think is her other co-guardian. Weird, but what's not weird about this family? But she's allegedly married her boyfriend, who I think is the same age as her, but they might just be in love, and their rep just said Paris is doing her own thing right now. Very vague, but got something to keep your eye on, right?
Definitely interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, so true, so false. Leonardo DiCaprio won his first Oscar last night. This is so true. After 6 Oscar nominations over his acting career, Leo finally achieved his first Oscar, earning a standing ovation from the crowd as well.
That's awesome. I'm happy for him. It's almost like
it's time.
If he hadn't won this time, then it'd be like, all right, no, this is just crazy. Well, that's it for us. Coming up, Joe and Danielle tell us how to find me time on campus.
Welcome back. I'm Joe, here with my good friend Danielle. Now, we know college is great for being with your friends so often, but everybody needs some time alone, so we're going to share with you where we like to relax alone. So Danielle, what is your me spot on campus?
Everywhere. I like to go for runs around campus. That's my favorite relaxation, is running, headphones in, tune out the world. That's my personal favorite. What about you, Joe?
That's one of mine, is just like going for a walk. You know, campus is so wide open. There's plenty of places to go where you can either be around people like through the middle of campus, or if you want to walk around the perimeter, there's that too. Another place where I really like, that has like some expectations with it, is the editing suites. The editing suites,
well, assuming you can get in an editing suite.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're there to do computer work, that's fine. That's like the best place to go because it's so isolated. But some people go in there just to do homework, and I'll look in an editing suite and they're just like writing on paper and the computer's off, and it's frustrating.
Yeah.
So do computer work.
That's true, yeah.
Another me spot on campus for you?
For me, it's next to the comm school. I actually found this random couch in third floor, Carleton rather, for my writing class. My freshman year of writing class was there, and no one really goes in that building, particularly that floor. So that was always my favorite spot, especially freshman year when I lived in Danley with a roommate. If I needed a spot to go on campus for a little bit, and I didn't want to be in Oak House or Acorn, because Oak House wasn't there yet, that would be my go-to spot because it was quiet and you got a whole couch to yourself.
Very nice. Yeah, there's so many buildings on campus. You'll find a room to yourself eventually.
Absolutely. You can find a couch pretty much in any building on campus. All right, well, hopefully our tips can help you chillax a little bit better. Up next, Melissa and Courtney let you know what Netflix originals you should be binge watching.
Welcome back, friends, family, and our dear viewers at home. Melissa and I are here to share with you the best of the best when it comes to Netflix originals. What are you watching right now?
Okay, so first I want to talk about Chelsea Does. It's a 4-part documentary series that came out on Netflix this past month, and I woke up at 3 a.m. and watched all 4 episodes right when they came out.
Why did you do that, though? You couldn't prolong it a little bit?
No, I had to watch them. I wanted to be the first person to have seen all the content, so I did it at 3 o'clock in 1 second, and I watched them straight.
Which one's your favorite episode?
I liked Chelsea Does Drugs. Just because I thought nobody has ever done that before, and I think Chelsea Handler is the only person who could make a documentary about drugs and it'd be fine.
Netflix is a really good forum just to have honest conversations, but she does it in such a funny way that I don't know. I think she's brilliant. And I'm
think
glad
she
that Netflix chose her for this.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's so many good Netflix shows, though. I'm binge watching right now Fuller House.
Right, okay.
I know that came out last Friday.
Yes.
And I've seen like half the episodes now. And I was a diehard Full House fan. When I was younger, I think my sister and I watched it every day, all day long.
Right.
Family car trips, road trips, whatever. So now that Fuller House is back, I'm a little bit disappointed only because the Olsen twins aren't in it.
Right.
As Michelle, but I think it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's a little bit raunchier than the actual
See,
Full House.
yeah.
So I think they're trying to appeal to an older generation too.
That's what, because when I first heard that it was coming out, I thought it would kind of be a Full House for like our kids, like the next generation.
Oh yeah,
these
like
kids.
Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World.
But this is more like, it's still for us. We're the like targeted audience, which is really interesting. And I wasn't expecting that, but I still love it.
I
do
think
like
it's
it.
funny when they're like Deej and Stephanie's saying Deej and they're like 30 now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so funny.
It is
But
really
I
funny.
like to imagine that's my life with my sister in
Yeah.
10, 15 years.
Exactly. But also, House of Cards has its new season coming out March 4th.
Is it season 4 or season
Yes.
5? Okay, season 4.
Which is really exciting. Yes, I love House of Cards. I think it's really great. And it's another one of those Netflix original shows that like you couldn't have that kind of content on a network,
I know.
obviously. And even HBO and Showtime, like those, it's just not up to caliber that I think Netflix is.
Honestly, Kevin Spacey's gotten so much publicity since that show. And he was
Exactly.
a renowned actor before,
Exactly.
but that show has just completely revamped his career, and I'm really happy for him. And I also the show itself, you're right, is really, really well done.
It is. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and say hi when you see us on campus. Until next week, this is ETalk Webcast.